So this is new. I didn't know about this. What the hell?
Yeah. This is
the other 500 IQ.
This is the other 500 IQ move, and I think it is something that whenever I talk about this game is different now. This will be one of the things people go, this game different now. This wouldn't have happened any time before. There are so many ways you could possibly maybe think this would go wrong and be weird. But this is, how do I describe it? Kind of soulful.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this. All right, this is, I guess, from Lace, who is on our team. He's making some really sick content. This is okay. To buy this mount, you need 2 necklaces from Vault of the Incarnates.
Yep. So the Iskar dude sells you 2 mounts. They're both these little. If you got them up there, these little. Oh, they don't. Sweet. They're at the top there, I think, in the video. Those boys. Yeah, the wee otter-like things. One of them you get. I think the one on the left you get from handing in rings from dungeons.
Huh.
And I don't mean like, hey, these are rings that are like quest items. No, literally the loot rings that you get, you trade them in, and you get. You need 3 different ones from different bosses. And same with the other mount is you need necklaces from the 2nd, I think 5th boss. I go, what do you mean? The literal loot? Yeah. You go into the raid, you get the loot, you bring the you roll on the loot if it drops because group loot is back now, and that's how you get loot. So you see the necklace, you go, I'll greed on that.
Yeah.
Because I can't need on it because I have a higher item level necklace. But I'll greed it, and if I get it, I can get these necklaces and go get a mount for it.
And this
same with running the dungeons.
Is nice and evergreen.
Yeah.
Because in 2 expansions time, you can just go farm out the raid, get those items, get the mounts.
Yeah.
Which is a bit more fun than just go buy it with gold.
Or
Apex's crystals.
Or 1% drop chance. Better than that.
Yeah.
It's John points out that this is like, that's kind of FF14-y. You get a token from the raid and you go trade it for stuff. Oh, yeah, because obviously for people who don't know, in FF14, for the extreme bosses, you get a totem per kill, sometimes 2, depending on the length of the boss. And you trade it in 99 totems for the mount if it doesn't drop. And that's pretty excessive. That's a lot of kills, like a couple minutes a kill. I think it ends up being a lot of farming. But it is like the kind of, hey, here's the fallback. But in this case, it's just go get the thing and go. You will actually, it'll take a while, right? If you're running Vault normal all the time. And obviously people who might need it because they need the actual gear, they'll get priority because they need the gear. But that's even a part of like, say you go into Vault normal week 1 and you get the item and you need it because you do need it and you get it and you're like, oh, class, I've got this. And then, say as an example, the Vault drops in next week. You go, oh, I keep this in my bag and I'll get a mount for it later. And I think that is like, I would never have expected them to do this. I just think it is literally just someone had a cool idea of, oh yeah, you trade stuff to the Iskar trader people to get a mount. What do you trade? Trinkets. You trade trinkets. But not little trinkets. Jewelry. Necklace. Rings. Fuck it. Trade loot.
Yeah.
And then they did it and you're like, that's cool.
Yeah. So
that's just cool.
I think pro that. There's another thing. It's not in our doc, but I did see it and it's really good. It's also something I've been like literally saying, do this. I've been saying this for years and it's finally been done. And that is, once you hit certain breakpoints of renown, you will get 100% reputation gain on all your characters.
Oh my God. Like
up until that level.
This really is
just like Mists of Pandaria. I've just been saying, do the thing you did in MoP for years, and they've finally done it. So yeah, if you, for the sake of argument, right, let's just say the first little tick of this you get at renown level 10, right? Then you go to start up your alt. Okay, you'll still have to do, world quests and things to get your reputation up on that alt, but you'll get 100% more. So it'll be like twice as fast. And often those 100% things like that can apply to, sometimes it's nice when it applies to other sources of reputation that are potentially larger, right, than just a world quest, which I know some people use to, like, get Netherwing on a TBC time walking week in basically, like, 0 time, because I think you start off hated, and then it gives you a humongous amount of XP, but that still gets increased by 100% whenever it's time walking week, which is a funny little interaction. But anyway, that is really good. It's still, like, I know for a lot of people, they would just want Renown to be completely account-wide. I think for Blizzard, though, they do see there has to be a line between characters somewhere. I'm actually okay because from their perspective, like if somebody just fills out all the renown, then they're done. Mm-hmm. So there is a category of player who kind of likes going through the process and other characters. I think though what you need to do is strike a really good balance on that, and something like this with the doubling of the rep absolutely is striking a better balance than we've had in recent memory in the game. So a good move, one borrowed from Mop, and of course, that rep will only really be relevant to you for crafting recipes on your alts. And then the thing is, like, if it actually takes effort to get those crafting recipes, that does actually give them an air of exclusivity and that sort of thing. I mean, like the idea that if you just get all of the things, maxed, and now you have every recipe available in every single character, that's going to be good from the perspective of you being able to access those recipes, but it also means everyone else can. Mm-hmm. So in the context of an MMO, there's like a few interesting little distinctions there.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the thing I liked about
point good.
Legion and Professions having profession quests. It was like, hey, is it a ton of work? No. But do you want to go be an alchemist? Yeah, go do the alchemist quests. Go literally, I can't remember which one it was. Whatever one that you had to go and fight the secret hidden boss in Vault of the Wardens. And I was like, I think some people are like, that's a pain in the ass. You're like, no, fuck you, that was fun. I had to go and do something to be a better alchemist. Or I always remember, and this is why I hate how they dropped that stuff entirely. Because I remember walking around, I thought it was super cool that my paladin was walking around with shards of fellslate, or was the fellslate stuff in her arm, because I was part of the mining stuff. I'm like, that's cool, but now my character's not mining anymore because all of my characters are engineer and alchemy, because Shadowlands professions are pointless unless you're crafting legendaries or moneymaker. So you go there, here's your one engineering to use a wormhole and your one in alchemy for the double flastration. Sweet. So having like actual flavor back of go do the thing to actually get the recipe to be, I guess, to be that thing that took a bit of effort. So now it means something to you. It's like, that was good in Legion. Can we have it again, please? Sweet. Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, in a different way.
Yeah.
Less based on content, more based on like crafting as a system that you're engaging in, which to be honest, I think in an MMO is probably a better way of doing it. But anyway.